Okay guys, the first fun Friday with Halla. We're gonna do it. And so here we go. It's Friday night. I'm home with my cats. I fixed my pellet stove tonight. Ebony's right here. Hi, handsome. So I know a lot of people do a lot of different things on here. And I don't really have a structure yet, but I know people normally talk about acquisitions, which are things they purchase or buy or skills they learn. I looked that up because I was not sure what it meant. They talk about their whips, which is work in progress, and then they talk about their finished items or projects. So I thought I would do that. I don't have any recent acquisitions, but I did purchase yarn. Gosh, maybe the middle of November, I think is when it was. So we're gonna get to that. I have a whole basket over here, so I'm gonna take that down. The acquisitions actually go with one of my whips that I want to work on so bad. I know we just finished Christmas and gift giving season. I still have multiple gifts that I have to finish, both paid and for family, which I'll show you one of the family ones, and it's so cute. But we'll start with this. So the acquisitions that I have acquired are Wonderland Yarns, Pigments of Imagination. These are their minis, some of their minis, fingering weight minis. This dyer is in Vermont, and these are called Marianne. And one of the reasons I got these ones is because my grandma's name is Marianne, so I thought it'd be super cute. But these are sock and fingering weight with 85% superwash merino, 15% nylon, and 118 yards, about 1 ounce. So they don't have names on them, which I was hoping that they would have names with them. But these are the two colors I got from Marianne's. I actually want to take and wind them up, but I know I have some other projects, so I might do that tomorrow. And it's funny because my yarn winder is literally right over here, attached to the handle of one of my chairs. And normally my Swift is attached to my little tiny round end table, but that's got my Christmas tree on it right now. So I've got these two Mariannes. So if you can see, they're pink colors. So this is like a lighter pink with mauve and like some speckles, whereas this one is more of a, gosh, what color would you call that? I would say this is also kind of a mauve-y color, but it has more of a red to it. So like a muted red maybe. These get to pair in with this. This is a project I started last year. At the beginning of the year, I think. I want to say no, I started this at the end of 2022. I'll have to look up when I started it. But I've talked about this many times. This is a project where I decided to do an internet yarn crawl where I purchased yarn from yarn dyers I had been wanting to purchase from for a while. I will in the show notes put those in there, the yarn dyers. If I can remember the names of the yarns, which I should be able to because I have the tags, I'll put in who the yarn dyer is and the colorway and weight information, I think. So Marianne's, I'll show you, I won't show you each individual yarn right now. I gotta show you the arms first of this though, because the arms are my favorite part of this. This is a Oh, also, I'm gonna potentially be all over the place until I get the hang of this. But this is a pattern that I found on Ravelry free. It's originally a DK weight pattern, and I'm holding 2 strands of fingering weight together. And the reason I loved it is because the sleeves are like balloon sleeves, so I'm like so excited. So I'll show you. These are the sleeves. As you can see, they're not crazy balloony, but it's got like the tight wrist and it balloons out, and it's amazing. So I started, say, with 2 colors, and each round I'll drop a color and pick up another color, and then I'll drop that second color and pick up a new color. So it's very randomized. There's the only structure that is similar is that I use the same yarn both ways, because I'm knitting them 2 at a time, because that's how I knit my socks, so it's even. So that's looking beautiful. The parameters around this yarn, besides doing the yarn crawl, was that the colors were in the pink, purple, reddish hue, which actually I've added another color. I'll show you this one here in just a second, because I really wanted to use it and I feel like it fit in the project. And then this is the body of the sweater. I am piecemealing parts to this sweater. So I have the sleeves that are from one sweater, and then I used the body section of the soldotna to get the measurement. And then I'm going to have it go V-neck and attach the sleeves, hopefully. But here's how the body is looking so far. It's got some of the, 2 of the yarns have Stellina, which are really amazing. I hope you can see this. Hold it up a little bit closer. I don't know. But anyway, this is amazing. I've got some of my yarn in here that is hand dyed with avocado pits and peels. And then I have, I think, 6 other dyers. And then this is something from my cardigan, or Seasons of Change cardigan. This is a Madeline Tosh yarn. I don't think I have the tag for it, but I could probably find it. And it's got Stellina as well, but this is more of, this is copper. I remember it's called copper, actually. And I want to say it's a fingering single, because it's not plied. So this is going to be a fun addition to the team, as well as these. So really, 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 really excited about this. So the one acquisition that I had plays in with this project that I've been working on for a while. I'm so excited. Another project, which I will go into next, because it just plays with it, is when there is yarn left over from this, because there's quite, I'll show you. It's messy, but it is what it is, okay? So I've got this situation going, right? Anything that's left from this, I am going to put into, it's the Something Quilt Cardigan. I don't remember the name, but I will put it in the show notes because I just fell in love with it. So that one is really fun because it's kind of a stash buster as well. So I'm going to use the pinks that I have left in here. I'm not sure exactly what I'll have left, but and then I'm going to pair them with some of the other fingering weight yarn that I have. Sorry guys, that catch in my throat has been there for a little bit. So this is another, we've got this color here. This is, let's see. This is yarn that was purchased for a project, but it wasn't the right blue for my friend who bought this. So she gifted me this lovely yarn, and there's 2 full skeins of it. And this is, gosh, I believe it's pronounced Burrow, Vintage DK. This says it's a machine washable blend, so that's interesting. But it's acrylic, wool, and linen. So 52% acrylic, 40% wool, and 8% nylon. And this color, let's see. Oh, they don't have the color on there. If I remember, I will write it down for you guys. But color is 2187 if you go onto their website. So there's that. Some of the other colors that I have for this are this one, which this is actually Wonderland Knits as well from my Seasons of Change cardigan. And then these two. This one was from Arizona Desert something fiber. I'll try to remember her. And then this one was something I bought in Springfield, Missouri. And I want to say this one is Malabrigo, but I cannot remember the name. So, notes. And then this is leftover avocado yarn that I'm hopefully going to use as well, which is also in my sweater. So, moving on from there, I have, oh, this is a finished project. So I'll put the finished project away. I've got one more project I'm going to show you that is a personal project. I've got a pair of mittens, and then I've got 2 finished projects. And then we'll be done for the night. I didn't want it to be too long, like I said. It's the first one. I'm praying that it's still recording because this is the most comfortable I've felt in recording one of these at all, because it's not crazy structured. And I'm just talking about the things that I love, so. Okay, the next one I'm going to show you is a pair of mittens. They are almost finished. I'll show you the finished one that I did for myself. There's this guy here, which I love. This color combination is one that I've had in my Pinterest for a very long time, and I would love to do something else with it again. Maybe like a shirt, tank top or something. But these are the tinsel mittens, I believe, by Drea Renee. Drea Renee Knits, and it's Andrea Mowry. These are the fingerless mittens. She has 3 different versions, and you can like mix and match. So you can do the fingerless. You can do fingerless with a thumb. You can do full mittens, so a full mitten and a full thumb. You can do the convertible ones where it's thumb with a flap. So there's a lot of different things to it. This is a Christmas gift for a friend at work, and she kind of liked the stripe idea that I had. This is in Lion Brand yarn, and then this blue is Karen Simply Soft, and then Lion Brand Heartland Tweed. These are fully acrylic. I am finishing weaving in the ends for the top of the cuff and the ends here, and then I've got to finish the thumb, and then that's it. On this one, it's supposed to have the slip stitch in the center, but somehow I lost track about halfway in, and I couldn't figure out how to pick it up, and I also did not want to go back. So what I did is I dropped, it was about here, dropped the slip stitch all the way down, and then just picked up every single row and made it just a stockinette. So it's an altered tinsel mitten, but it's great. It fits really nicely, in my opinion. I know there's a lot of ends, but you have a lot of room for the wrist, keep your wrist covered, and then your little fingers are access usable. So I'm excited. I have a second pair that I'm actually working on. It's going to be the same like teal color, and then the light gray version of this yarn with the fun tweed and speckle. So love this. And then the last project that I'm working on that I haven't actually touched in months, I would say since the end of September. Gosh, that's crazy. This is a 2 of 1s pattern, and I actually have altered it not every time I've done it, but almost every time I've done it. I've made the crocheted version of I believe the crocheted version is the Tea House Wrap. The knit version, I don't remember what it's called. Again, notes. Or I might put it up on the screen. We'll see. I am not going to pull out all of the colors because I'm not this round. there's a lot. I actually have a post on my Instagram, which I can tag, I think, that you can just click right to the post, I'm hoping, and you can see all of the beautiful colors. Like I said, I haven't touched this in months. I know I have to fix a spot where the yarn started coming apart, which I might have actually already fixed it. But anyway, this is my, and it's gonna look kind of goofy because it's, here we go. You're not gonna be able to see much of it right now. But this is my tea house wrap or coffee house wrap by 2 of 1s. This is hanging it upside down. It is a triangle scarf, but it's on a very short cord, as you can see. And what I did is I have a theme of colors that I had picked on my trip. So I've mentioned my Seasons of Change cardigan a few different times. That is a cross-country memory shawl or cardigan that I've made. I've also done the tea house wrap, the crocheted version, in a cross-country memory shawl. That one is the shawl. And then this one is also a memory shawl. So I basically, when I moved from here to South Carolina, I did a yarn crawl with my mom across the United States, and I bought full skeins in each spot, which I might talk more about that in another video. The next summer after I moved, I came back here to Oregon to do youth camp. And then in May of 2023, which is crazy to say that that's last year, but I mean, we're at the beginning, so not too crazy. I moved back here to Oregon. And along the way, in each spot, I picked out yarn. So I think the parameters, my first round was full skeins. The second time was 2 mini skeins in each spot, and then I had a full hank of yarn at the end of it from a friend in Salem. And then this round, I think I did a combination. I mostly did mini skeins, but like in here with the orange, we've got a mini skein paired with a mohair, I believe. Same with the blue, the like teal blue. It has a mohair connected as well. And then we've got the golden with a mohair. So I wanted texture as well as color, and I was hoping to have this done by the fall so I could wear it this year, but I did not. The yarn for the pattern I think originally calls for worsted weight, and I'm using fingering weight again for some reason. I don't think it's torture always, but sometimes I feel like I torture myself with getting the finer, not finer, but thinner yarn, because I could finish a project so quickly if I got thicker yarn, but I don't wear thicker yarn. So you gotta buy what you wear, in my opinion. But anyway, it's looking beautiful. I think I am almost done to the pattern standards of repeat. So I might do a few more repeats after that. Normally it's a really big triangle scarf, but I'm thinking of making this more of like, it's not going to be a handkerchief, it's going to be more than a handkerchief, but I'm thinking of more of a, like a smaller, it'll cover and go down to maybe mid chest or mid abdomen. So I'll pull it up close one more time, looking at all the color. I'm really excited. There's a few colors still in here that I did not use yet. And actually, I originally purchased this yarn. This is a Madeline Tosh. It's inspired by Oregon, Eugene, Oregon specifically. And so that was not a great view of it. Sorry, guys. And the tag is really in here. Let's see if I can get this guy out without totally messing it up. Yeah, Madeline Tosh. Cozy is where I bought it, my local yarn store. I love them there. I think they now know me. I've gone to quite a few of the knit nights and I love it. And they're actually, we're starting, I would like to be a member of it, but they're starting a guild with some of the members who come to Cozy often. So we'll have a knitters guild and I'm like really stoked. But this one's called Tracktown because we live in Tracktown, USA. So it's got Stellina. It was fingering weight. Yeah, super fine. 90% superwash merino, 8% acrylic, and 2% Stellina. So this is the color scheme that I based all of my colors on for this scarf. And we found some really good ones. So I'm going to try to find links to go in the show notes for all of this. And if I don't, then I'll try to post a photo or something. So I'm going to pause on that one. That one's done for the night. And then I've got 2 finished projects. And then we're going to sign off for the first Fun Friday with Halla. Guys, I'm definitely liking this format. I realize everyone has their own style. And I'm hoping that you guys will join along for the randomness that is me. Go check it out. This year, for the nieces, my oldest niece, which I don't have it with me, it's wrapped up. My oldest niece wanted a blue lightsaber, so I crocheted her a lightsaber. My second niece, Jubilee, she wanted a pink crocodile, which is one of the projects that I'm still finishing, which is in a bag right over here. Izzy, my third niece, wanted a rainbow frog. I had this bright, crazy yarn with Stellina in it, or a version of Stellina in it, and I was going to use that because that's what I had for rainbow, and I didn't want to necessarily buy extra because I'm trying to use my stash, but I was not inspired at all. And then I went to my storage unit and found this cotton yarn. Normally I don't crochet my amigurumis in cotton, just personally I prefer them in acrylic, texture wise and everything. But I had this pastel fragrance infused yarn, and then found these super cute, this mauve color for the shorts, the little flippers. And then it has, let's see if I can get the pants down. Oh no, you're gonna get flashed by a frog. Just kidding. Little yellow and white polka dot boxers. So I thought it was stinking cute. The yellow matches the yellow of the flippers, and it turned out adorable. The eyes are a little bit off with the way I put the safety eyes in, but I was hoping that it gave it more character. So I'm hoping that she loves it. He's super adorable. He's got the goofiest little fingers. But yeah, that's the first one. I will potentially tag the pattern book of the designer who did this one. I can't remember her name at the moment, but her patterns are adorable and I absolutely love them, and I want to make one of everything. Back onto your regularly scheduled podcast with your girl. The last thing that I will show you, and then I will stop talking, I promise, is I've wanted to get into spinning yarn. I knit, crochet, round weave, dye yarn, and now spin yarn. I got a drop spindle from an old friend of mine, and he saw how excited I was and decided to buy me the drop spindle, and then also bought me a hank of Malabrigo wool. I think I have the tag somewhere. If I don't, we'll figure it out. But I did the drop spindle, and it took me about a year, but I had started it and set it aside, hadn't had time to work on it, and then this fall when I was working on everybody's projects for Christmas, I took a moment to pause and finish this up. And for my first hank of hand spun yarn, I think I did pretty good. I know there's definitely room for growth. You can see that there's some not super tight spun yarn, and then there's some spots where it's super duper tight. But I think the color and how I did it together, it was really good. And I've been trying to figure out what I want to make with this, and I have a bow headband that I do, which is a simple Tunisian crochet headband. But I have a gray one that's super basic, but I thought this be fun. So it'd be up on my head, looking all cute, jewel tones that match my skin tone, and completely unique yarn that nobody else will ever have. So yeah, I just thought I would share my first little baby. I have a second one going soon. That's all blues. That is amazing. But there you have it. I am very excited, like I said, for you guys to join me, Halla, with the Cozy Moose for Fun Friday with Halla. So I'm gonna have to determine when I post these, whether it's record earlier in the week and post on Friday, or record Friday and post later or the beginning of the next week. I don't know, but we'll figure it out. I'm hoping that this is just super relaxed and enjoyable. I would love you to join my eclectic goofiness and my passion for the fiber arts. I am signing off, and I will see you guys whenever I record next. Bye.